Prepositional phrases and practice questions. Hi there, welcome back to my channel Learning Connection. So today's video is about prepositions. In this video, I will be sharing a lot of key concepts and a lot of practice questions, and I'm sure this video will be very helpful for anyone or everyone who wants to learn English or appearing for any exams like IELTS, PTE, SAT, CAT, or any person who just want to learn English without any grammatical mistakes or just to be clear their grammar. I also would like to add one thing. If you want to learn English, then stop learning little words. Instead, learn English in phrases or in chunks. Let's say in the morning. Do not learn the word just morning. Use in the morning, at night, in an hour, at the market, on the bus, on the train. By doing so, you will learn English very easily and you will do very less grammatical mistakes. And yeah, hopefully you got my point. So let's get started. But before that, please like this video, share with your friends, and comment below for any suggestions or any feedbacks, and subscribe to my channel for more informative videos. And by doing so, this will really help me and my channel and motivates me to create more useful content for you. Prepositional phrases using the word on approval, on bus, on road, on tram, on metro, on plane, on foot, on fire, on file, on good terms, on business, on credit, on edge, on average, on bail, on an island. Prepositional phrases using word in a hurry, in a car, in a taxi, in a sense, in a pile, in a temper, in abundance, in addition to, in an instant, in advance, in a mess, in time, in action, in a flash, in a heap. Prepositional phrases using the word by chance, by far, by hand, by heart, by force, by law, by the name of, by accident, by air, by sea, by land, by all means, by birth, by check, by means of, by mistake. Preposition phrases using for. So these are the list of words starting with for fear of, for real, for good, for the good of, for granted, for the sake of, for life, for love, for want of, for hire, for lack of, for a reason, for a change, for certain. Prepositional phrases using the word at a glance, at a guess, at a price, at a rate of, at a speed of, at a loss, at a standstill, at all costs, at all events, at any cost, at any rate, at breakfast, at home, at market, at large. Prepositional phrases using the word out. These are the list of the words. Out of fashion, out of print, out of step, out of breath, out of context, out of curiosity, out of jealous, out of hand, out of ideas, out of stock, out of spite, out of order, out of reach, out of work, out of the question. Prepositional phrases using the word of. Approve of, accuse of, compose of, consist of, convict of, despair of, convince of, dream of, disapprove of, get rid of, get tired of, hope of, remind of, rob of, suspect of, think of, despite of, cure of. You can always pause this video or repeat this video to again listen to these words. Prepositional phrases using the word with. Agree with, argue with, begin with, collide with, complain with, concern with, confuse with, cope with, cover with, charge with, disagree with, discuss with, fight with, help with, meet with, provide with. Prepositional phrases using the word about. Argue about, care about, boast about, complain about, concern about, dream about, feel about, forget about, hear about, joke about, know about, laugh about, quarrel about, talk about, think about, tell about, worry about, write about, warn about. Prepositional phrases using the word to. Add to, adjust to, admit to, appeal to, belong to, compare to, confess to, contribute to, explain to, get married to, listen to, object to, react to, refer to, reply to, respond to, see to, speak to, subscribe to, talk to. Prepositional phrases using the word from. Absent from the class, derived from, different from, free from, made from, safe from. Prepositional phrases using the word in. Now this slide with adjectives. Comfortable in, connected in, disappointed in, excellent in, experienced in, interest in, impolite in, polite in, skilled in, slow in, successful in, talented in. Prepositional phrases using the word at with adjectives. Annoyed at, amazed at, angry at, astonished at, awful at, bad at, brilliant at, clever at, disappointed at, excited at, good at, luck at, hopeless at, skillful at, slow at, hopeless, slow, skillful. So we are done with the prepositions. So now let's do some practice questions. Identify the prepositions in the following sentences. So let me read the sentence and then you have to identify which is the preposition in this sentence. I'll give you 2 to 3 seconds and then I'll show you the answer. I went to a lovely Christmas party. To. To is a preposition in this following sentence. In the sentence actually. The death of 40 Jawans was shocking. Of. He lives in a village in Ranikhet. In. She got a new guest in her house. In. It is very humid in the summer. In. She gave a rose to her mother. 2. He was preparing for his examination. 4. He used to visit his friend in the hospital every evening. In. The land of the Bishnois in Rajasthan is known for the conservation of wildlife. There are many prepositions in this sentence. Let's start with of, in, for, of. You can take a break or pause this video and have a look at these 9 sentences, and then we'll move on to the next slide. Let's do a few more sentences. Identify the prepositions in the following sentences. So let's start with the first sentence. He had the law on his side and the whole bus full of angry people under the harrow. So the prepositions in this sentence are on, off, under. Next sentence. The conductor came to the door. To the door. To is the preposition. Next sentence. They took out a pocket book with a gesture of terrible things. They took out a pocketbook with a gesture of terrible things. With, of. The conductor took another turn on the pavement. The preposition in this sentence is on the pavement. On. That brought the driver round to the door. To. To is the preposition. Last sentence is, he went away and took his stand a few yards down the street, where he was joined by 2 more constables. There are 2 prepositions in this sentence. First is down the street. Down is the preposition, and the next is by. I'll give you 10 seconds. You can see these sentences or pause this video, and then we'll move on to the next slide. So I'm taking a nap with my brothers. With is the preposition. Second sentence, my home is a little thatched hut by a river in a small village in Assam. By, in. So there are 3 prepositions in this sentence. Next sentence, one night I slipped and fell to the ground. To the ground. To is the preposition. I sleep during the day and am active at night. During is the preposition, and at night. At is the preposition. Next sentence, it helps me balance on treetops and branches. If you remember, on the bus, on the tram, on metro. So on is the preposition in the sentence. Next one, I mostly live on trees, though I do come down to the ground. There are 2 prepositions here, on trees, to the ground. Next sentence, things were piled on top of one another. Again, there are two prepositions, on and off. They are kept in a pan of water to keep them alive. In, two. Next sentence, he caught me and threatened to dip me in water. To and in. Last sentence, it is time for me to play with Mama. There are two prepositions here. First one is for, next one is with. You guys can have a look for the slide on you guys can have a look at the slide for a few seconds and then we'll move on to the next slide. Now fill in the blanks with appropriate prepositions. So you have to choose either one of the option and fill in the blanks accordingly. Let's start. This shop doesn't have the toys I was looking dash. I was looking for. For is the correct answer. The teacher divided the sweets dash all the children. So again, it's all the children's. So between is between two people and among is between lot of people. So correct answer is among the people, among all the children. Bruce did not fare well dash his examination. In his examination or at his examination? In his examination. Correct answer is in. Next question. The dog is grateful dash its owner. To its owner or for his owner? To its owner. Next question. My brother's anniversary is dash 5th November. So when you're talking about the dates, it should always be on 5th November, on 2nd April, on 1st of January. Next question. The boy dash the store is quite young. The boy at the store, at the market. Because on preposition is used when you are on top of a flat surface. For example, on the bus, on file, on metro, on train, on plane, where you are using at the market, at the store. Next question. Mahatma Gandhi was born dash 2nd October. We already saw this in earlier question, on 2nd of October. When you are using dates, 2nd October, 5th November, 2nd of April, always use on. Next question. Angel is fond dash muffins. Fond of muffins. Next question. The dog jumped dash the sofa. In the sofa or on the sofa? So you are always sit on the sofa. So the correct option is on the sofa. Next question. Humpty Dumpty sat dash a wall. At a wall or on a wall? So where are you sitting? You're sitting on a wall. Wall when you're sitting on the top of that. So its answer is on. Few more questions. The police officer is dash the station. I hope it's easy for you. At the station, at the market, at store. The sun will not rise dash 6 o'clock. before 6 o'clock. I know Jack dash he was a little boy since he was a little boy. Priya's house is dash mine. Next to. Priya's house is next to mine. The opponents sat dash to each other. The opponents sat opposite to each other. Obviously, when you are opponents, you are always sitting opposite to each other, not behind. Supporters sit behind, actually. Next question. The scientist looked through the microscope or in the microscope? Through the microscope. Because microscope, the lens, you imagine the microscope and you're looking through it, like you're looking through the pipe, through the microscope. Next question. I met Angel when I was dash college. When I was in college. I will have completed my task Friday, dash Friday. Till Friday or by Friday? It should be by Friday. There is a rift, these two kids. Again, when you're talking about two kids, between or among. So there is a rift between these two kids. You're using among when you're talking about more than two people. And last question is, the soldiers are in war or at war? Correct option is at war. So this is a different type of practice question. Underline and identify the prepositions. So you can read this paragraph, or let me read it for you, and then you can highlight the prepositions or underline in your head, and then I'll tell you the answer. On a very hot and sunny day, a thirsty crow was flying in search of water. Due to the hot weather, most of the ponds had dried up. Suddenly, he saw a vessel on the ground. When he flew towards it, he saw there was a very little water at the bottom of the vessel. While thinking about how he could drink that water, he saw little pebbles lying around. He started dropping them one by one into the vessel. After some time, the water level rose. The thirsty crow quenched its thirst and flew away happily. So let's get started and I'll show you the answers. On a very hot and sunny day, a thirsty crow was flying in search of water. Due to is a preposition. Due to the hot weather, most of the ponds had dried up. Suddenly he saw a vessel on the ground. When he flew towards it, he saw there was very little water at the bottom of the vessel. While thinking about how he could drink that water, he saw little pebbles lying around. He started dropping them one by one into the vessel. After some time, the water level rose. The thirsty crow quenched his thirst and flew away happily. So, yeah, here we have few more questions. Fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions. But here in this slide, I'm not going to show you the options. You have to think and then I'll show you the answer. The little dog blinked, dashed the lights. At the lights. The conductor walked on the pavement. The XYZ party was passing at every stage. In some parts of our country, there are frequent reports of unidentified flying objects. They were believed to be spaceships carrying aliens to other planets. People have given evidence dash support of their observations. People have given evidence in support. They had seen unusual objects flying in the sky. A farmer returned from the market. He cannot leave the goat alone with the cabbage. The enemy was in front of the gate. Our grief is different from those dash you, those of you. The ultimate cause lies dash the human mind. The ultimate cause lies in the human mind. The discussion turned dash a quarrel. The discussion turned into a quarrel. Anger is nothing but the absence of peace dash oneself. Peace within peace with oneself. We express it either dash being assertive or aggressive. We express it either by being aggressive or assertive. Realizing your own shortcomings can become one of the greatest strengths of character dash the years to come. In the years to come. There's a great deal dash violence in the world. There is a great deal of violence in the world. Education is supposed to help you to go dash all that. Through all that. John raised his eyes dash the dark window pane. To the dark window pane. So here we are. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you like this and enjoy going through all the practice questions and important preposition phrases. If you like this video, then please like it, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends, and till the time, I'll see you in next video. You guys take very good care of yourself. Bye bye. Thank you so much.